I'm going to say it right now. This all-new Kia Sportage has easily become one of my top picks in this whole segment. And I know a lot of people are still sleeping on Kia, but this is your call to wake up because this new Sportage is so impressive and I really think it deserves to be considered among the best of the best.
For more expert car reviews, don't forget to share our channel and subscribe so you can catch some of this and maybe even a little of that.
So this new Sportage has been completely overhauled and it's coming straight for the RAV4 because like that popular Toyota, this also comes with 3 different powertrains. There's the conventional gas-powered model that I'm driving here. There's the new hybrid model that Dan reviewed last week, which I know you know already because you are a loyal subscriber. And then there's also a plug-in hybrid model. This is the X-Line Limited, so it is the most top-line Sportage you can buy. And despite those high gas prices, I think this is still going to be the volume seller. And first off, I gotta say, this sage green color is fantastic. And I know Dan said last week he does not like the way the new Sportage looks, but I gotta disagree. I think it looks fantastic from every single angle. One part of the design I really enjoy are these boomerang headlights. I think they look really cool, but they also remind me of anime cartoon characters when they get really excited or when they're laughing. I just think it's a cool detail. I also really love the rear end design of the new Sportage. Like, there are luxury cars that don't have this level of swoopiness, so I think it looks great. And honestly, the old one was so ugly. I think this one is a massive improvement and it makes it really stand out in a segment that tends to be kind of bland. So this new Sportage is powered by a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, and it is not turbocharged, which is actually a good thing because that means you can use regular grade gas, which is going to save you a ton of money. This one has an 8-speed automatic transmission, and every Sportage except for the base model comes standard with all-wheel drive. And so this engine puts out 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque, which on paper doesn't sound like much, but I can tell you that it's enough to get going to highway speeds pretty quickly and to pass people without too much drama. And under full throttle, the engine does get really loud and buzzy, but that's not unusual for this class, so it's not really a complaint. So again, this is the top line Sportage you can buy, so it's absolutely loaded with every single feature that Kia has, and there's a lot of highlights, but one of the things I like the most is this great huge curved screen. So it's actually 2 screens that's under a single panel, and some people were telling me that it looks like something you would get in a Mercedes, which is a massive compliment. It also has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They do need a wired connection, which is a little bit annoying because there is a wireless phone charger. And I love the Android Auto, except that there is this big dead zone when you're using it, and it's kind of a waste of space. And I know other automakers have figured out a better way just to show more information so it's not a dead zone. This Sportage also comes with all of the best safety and driver assistance features. It has a really great blind spot camera that shows you a live feed of either blind spot whenever the turn signal is used. I think it's just a really great feature for double checking for cyclists and motorcyclists. It makes it so easy. It also has adaptive cruise control, which is great. It has rear cross traffic alert, junction assist, all of those great features are included and they work exactly as they should. Some other great highlights are that the front seats are heated and ventilated, the steering wheel is heated, the rear seats are heated, which is awesome, and also the windshield is heated. And I can tell you, I've used this feature before in the winter, and it is a game changer because it means you don't have to stand outside freezing your butt off, scraping the ice off, which is amazing. The only downside is that there are kind of little filaments in the windshield, which during the day isn't a big deal, but at night I find it a little bit distracting because the way it changes how the light looks is a bit distracting. But other than that, you'll get used to it and it is a great feature. So one feature I have to mention that I don't love about the interior is that the media controls and the climate controls have to be toggled. So you can only do one at a time. And that's just kind of annoying because earlier today I wanted to turn off the audio to get ready to record this bit, and instead I turned off the climate control. So it's not as frictionless as I was hoping, but it's something you'll get used to, so it's not a big deal. But other than that, I love that the Sportage is just packed full of really little practical features that make it really easy to live with. Like these retractable cup holders, for example, I thought was really gimmicky at first, but then they ended up being very helpful. There's also hooks on the back of these seats that you can put grocery bags on so they're not flying all over the place. And there's also handles in the trunk so you can fold the second row flat in just one move, and it makes it so easy. And speaking of the trunk, it is huge back there, and I don't remember the numbers exactly because I'm really bad at that, but I do know that the Sportage offers a little bit more space than the Toyota RAV4, which is major because that Toyota has always been the champion for practicality. So the fact that this Sportage offers more space is a big deal. Another simple thing I'm really grateful for is this old school style T-shaped gear selector. And I know it's not like the hot new thing, and I know it takes up more room, but it is just so easy to use. And that is something that means a lot when we're talking about how user-friendly a car is. So going back to the powertrain for a minute, like I said, it's nothing special. The only thing that really stands out about it is how easily everything just works together. Everything works together really well. It's smooth. The car feels balanced to drive. It's easy to maneuver. It's very easy to park because it has this great 360-degree reverse camera, and everything just works. That's exactly the way it should be. I also wanted to mention that the visibility in the Sportage is really great. You can see everything, and that makes it really easy to park and maneuver, which I said before, but I'll say it again because it is so important, and it is actually funny how bad visibility has gotten in a lot of today's cars. So it's really refreshing in this Sportage that I can see clearly now. So this Sportage is officially rated to get about 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers combined. I've been getting 9.8, which is pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that. And pricing wise, I think the Sportage has a lot of value, which obviously Kia is known for. So again, this is the top of the line model, and it starts at around 41 grand, which is pretty in line with everything else that's offered in this segment, and it feels worth it. So a very good deal. To recap, I love the Kia Sportage's style, practicality, and the fact that it's so well-rounded. I don't love that the climate controls need to be toggled, but that's about it. There's not much wrong with this crossover. There's so much to like about this new Kia Sportage. It looks great, it drives great, it has tons of practical features, and it is just so easy to live with. I'm telling you right now that it is one of the best crossovers in this segment. And if you're shopping for a Toyota RAV4 or a Honda CR-V, it would be a huge mistake not to test drive this first.